Okay. So, you remember how we worked on that phone call?
Yeah.
Okay. So that first question that I asked the horse, are you breathing? There, thank you. Good job. It should do almost like the phone call does. It should get her back in her body and kind of paying attention. Good, like right, what it just did there. Did you see how like she was fixated on something? And then I just said, "Are you breathing?" And I didn't really need her to connect like right now, but just get in your body. So kind of think about those two as a little bit different. Like if you feel like she's off staring into space, not really in herself, you can go, "Are you breathing?" And then she'll come back in, she'll start blinking, she'll be in her body. Okay. If you want to have her connect to you, then you can make a phone call. And then when she looks at you or gives you an ear, you'll say, "Thank you." Okay. So just a little bit different, but thank you, Jeannie. There you go. That's it. That's a good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. Yeah. Can she hear me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Whatever way it is, if she can't, she still can hear me. This is good. Look at her. Yeah. And so I like that she's got focus and she's looking right at the camera when I'm talking. So it's like, "Oh, I'm here. Are
Yeah.
you breathing?" All right. Because we want to make sure she's got all these things before we go and try to do the getting on her because we want to make sure we can call her mind back if we need to. There we go. Yeah. Because she walks away because her mind leaves and then she follows her mind. Oh, so our job here when you're practicing getting on is to make sure she stays with us. Okay, so let's just go through real quick on the other questions here before we start. We'll just ask her anything you need to show us today. Show us or tell us today. You're pretty good. Well, not too much. Okay. She's like, yeah. All right. How about do you have your pieces all connected today? Oh, she's like, I don't know. I'm gonna just in my mind imagine she's connecting her pieces, and that's where your job is. Do I have all my pieces today? Am I connected? Okay, yeah, you can put that piece in. Okay. Got yourself all together from back to front. There we go. And then we're going to ask her if she's got her pieces in alignment. Okay, and this is where what you'll do is just align your body in straightness internally, thinking you got yourself connected and you're all put together. And I like to think of it, I'm going to stand taller, I'm going to expand. Good. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to get expansion upwards in my body, in my imagination, and outwards. So I'm just filling in all the spaces. There we go. And Jeannie, there we go. She's going to readjust. Look at her go. She's going to, oh, that was so perfect. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how fast now you can do the four questions. Do you see? Because she knows what they mean. But when she came out here, she wasn't squared up.
Mhm.
Okay. So us going through just those things and modeling it, she's like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm not all the way together." And she put herself there. Good job. Good job, Aisling. I'm so proud of you. This is so good. Okay, so this is your starting point in the day. Okay, you want to have her present, focused, relaxed, and all aligned and balanced. Okay, now we got the good starting point. Because if we start in a stress point, even if it's a little bit, then we're going to work from behind, from the very beginning. Okay. All right. So our goal here is to keep her all aligned and all that. And so whenever you do anything with the putting the saddle on, if you see her go out of that alignment, you're going to just take a pause and go, hey, you got your pieces in alignment? Or you may ask her, are you breathing? You could ask any of the questions you think. And you're going to pause for a minute and let her get herself back together. Okay. She's very well done. Yes. She's like, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, do you have your saddle here or not? Or,
I just the bridle because
okay,
I think from before anyway, she was more relaxed when I rode her bareback, so I could just do
okay.
that to start.
That'll be perfect. And what we'll do is we don't even have to really use the bridle. We can just simulate getting on, unless you want to, go through the whole thing, or um, it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to go to whatever point. It probably would be a lot to do everything, so I don't know
Okay.
wherever we get to. I'm happy with.
All right. So let's just go with what you're going to do as you're going through this whole process is you're going to slow it down in your mind so that you tell her before you're going to do something. So you're going to go when you're ready to put the bridle on, you're going to make a picture of you putting the bridle on, and then you're going to do it. So this is just go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say the thing with having the bridle on then. I wasn't sure with the leading then how to like to still have the head collar on with the bridle or to just lead out the reins then.
You could probably just do it with the reins. You kind of decide how you
Okay.
want to do it. Yeah. All right. And so she kind of left. We're going to ask her, are you breathing? We may need a phone call here. There we go. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. There you go. Thank you. Okay. So go ahead and just proceed the way you would normally do, but the only thing you do is just make sure you make a clear picture. And it can be a short little video, like I'm going to walk over and put it on, and then give her time kind of watching and see what she does here. So there we go. Yeah, that's a girl. She just listened to whatever picture you made because I saw her ear go back. Awesome. And you just do it like casually do it like you would want to do it in at some point. Oh, that's such a good girl. That's such a good girl. Yeah. Well done. Did you feel like you could keep breathing through the whole thing?
Yeah, I think at the end it went a little bit off, but
I know. I felt it just, I was so happy. I mean, like it felt really good on this side. And then there was just a tiny bit of like, oops, she stopped breathing. But so you could see, like, that's just practice. Everything went really well. That was beautiful. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of Jeannie. Okay, so she left a little bit. We're gonna make a phone call. There we go. You made a phone call. She's like, yeah, I'm listening. There we go. We're gonna wait till she kind of just comes back and relaxes on that phone call. So, all right, and just you breathing. Got your pieces. It's your connection. Is there something she's watching or not?
nothing that I can see, but
Okay. Yeah. All right. And it just, that's what I was wondering. She's kind of going to flashback to something. Okay. And you just,
Sometimes there's horses on a field across the way, so it could be that.
okay. All right. And we're gonna, so let's think about while we're doing this here, what energy do you think those horses have that you don't have? And you're gonna think, is it fun? Is it like what? And you're gonna just imagine some, there we go, some different energies and see if you can bring her back. Okay. So I'm feeling like joy. Okay. And and this is not all you. I think she just has, she did a lot of focus. She's getting better and longer in her ability to focus and stay there. But it's almost like her brain goes, I need a break. I have to go offline for a minute. And that distraction is the way her brain just takes a little break. But over time, it should be less and less as you continue to work with her that she can focus longer and it's not so taxing. Yeah. Okay. Why don't we do a little walking here, leading with this? And what you're going to do is same thing we did with the leading. You're going to make your picture, tell her where you're going. Not tell her she's got to come, but just have the rein. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now she came back because it's like I was thinking about her going on a walk. And so she's like, oh, I better get my stuff together. Good job. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So you could go ahead and just let's just walk a little circle around just to practice with the leading with her. You can either take the reins over or you can just leave them like they are now, which it doesn't really matter. Okay. So you'll do it the same kind of way. It's like you're going to make your picture, then you're going to walk. Okay. And even though she's looking off in the distance, you're going to still just go when you're ready. Okay, so you prepare, make your picture, and then go. Okay, there we go. And then when she shows up, good job, Jeannie. There we go. That's it. Much better. Thank you. And let's just do a couple little circles like that just to kind of get her back and listening. So make your picture or your phone call, picture, and your walk off. Okay. Until it feels like she goes with you. And so you can stop again, do a phone call, picture, walk. There. Good girl. Oh, that was much better. And she stopped real square, just for a second anyway. Okay, let's just do a couple more here, and then we'll go practice with the mounting block. So phone call, picture, and you go. Good, that was even better. Lovely. Good, there we go. Another phone call, picture, walking. Okay. Good. You guys are the star students. Oh, look at that nice square stop. Good job, Jeannie. Yeah, good job. And you see her checking in with her ear. That's good. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and what you can do after this, much better, much better. It should feel like it's effortless to go on a walk with her. Like you don't have to manage her. You just manage your picture and where you're going. And this is, I'm so proud of you because it's like, this is how you become the horse leader. Such a good job. Such a good job, Jeannie. Look at her checking in with you. Good job. Okay. So is the mounting block right behind you guys?
Yeah, can you see it okay from there?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to see it. So why don't you make a picture? You're going to go walk over and stand by the mounting block. We'll just break it up into little segments here. Good job, Jeannie. And I'm getting a feeling like she wants this to be like not a task, but have joy in it. Like a freedom of moving, and it's just like, oh, this is fun. It's not like, oh, now we do this. Okay. So see, now you've got more things to have to manage. It's like, oh, I got to manage a different emotion now. Okay. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'd call it joy. I'm thinking what she wants is just like it's easy. It's like flowing, whatever, kind of a feeling like there's no hardness or tension in it. Like we have to do this. It's just like, that's now this is what we do. Okay, cool. She's looking at it. It's like, you are nuts, lady. I know. Tell me something I don't know. All right, go for it when you're ready. Lovely. Very, very nicely done. Beautiful. Fraser, good job, Jeannie. Good job, you guys. Okay, and just break it up into making pictures of the next thing you're going to do, and then go follow through with it. And in kind of keeping this little carefree, easy, flowing kind of energy.
For the next part, did I just keep holding like one part of the ring while I stand on the mountain block?
You can, I didn't really hear it, but what I would do if I were you, I'd just go ahead and make a picture of you getting on the mounting block and don't, just hold the rein just like you would do. Just go through the motions, hold on to one end of the brain if you want. But just make it casual. Don't overthink it. And just make sure you keep breathing through it. So, did you stop breathing when you started to think about going on the mounting block?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so that's why this is what going to be your cue. Like, okay, if she moved, what changed in me? Did I lose my picture? Did I stop breathing? Because when we turn to task mode, we stop breathing. So just your job is, can I just breathe and go up the steps of the mounting block? So we'll do it again here. And all you're going to do is focus on your breathing. So you've got jobs. You're just going to think about the free flowing easiness of your movement and your breathing. Okay. So you don't worry about her. You're just going to breathe. You make your picture. I'm doing this and I'm breathing. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Okay, and just breathing. There you go. And just let her adjust there for a second. And then you can just, if you want to, you can just put your one hand out like you're going to have her follow that hand. Just show her where the boundary is, where you would need to have her be when you're getting on. So just hold the rope out there or the rein. Good. And then every little step she takes toward that, you just praise her. Good job. And then you can, if you need her another step or two up, just do the same thing. Just like put your hand out. Don't think about making her do it, but just like follow my hand, follow the hand out, and just wait there for a second for her to come to it. There we go. Good girl. She could come. So your job is just to breathe and picture where you're, picture that she's like beside you. I don't make her feet move, but just imagine that she's there next to where you would want her if you're getting on. So just hold it. And this is where you just breathe and you keep the picture in your mind. And it's soft and it's easy. Okay. This is good. She's going to let go in a second. We're going to ask her, are you breathing, Jeannie? Are you breathing? Got your pieces? And so you have to give her enough like feeling on that, on the reins to move forward, but just go to the place where, okay, if I stuck my hand out and she came to that place, then she'd be lined up with the mounting block where I need her to be. And you just hold it there. So it's, and you just look, there we go. You just keep the picture. We're teaching her now to listen to these pictures. And there's a little bit of being uncomfortable. And so your job is keep your hand there and don't move it. Just set it at that spot and then just leave it there. And then think about how relaxed you are in your body. So we're going to teach her when you need to adjust. I'm going to show you where it is. And then your job is to walk into that softly. Okay. This may take just a little bit because I don't think we practiced this one beforehand. I can't really see here. So here's where it takes a little patience and you have to just check in and make sure, well, she will come up eventually. I don't know how long it'll be, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to praise her. And what we're doing is we're making her think instead of us managing her. What should I do when I feel this? Oh, I should soften and walk a step forward. Okay. There we go. And usually when she starts to protest a little bit is right about when they're going to give and go forward. Okay, so you just hold your boundary. Just there we go. She good. Praise her. Good job, Jeannie. Good girl. So do you see how that is? It's like she's checking out a little bit, like I don't want to do anything, but I got this pressure on me. And then she goes, oh, I got pressure on me. I bet you if I mess around here, that person will stop and I'll get away with this or I'll whatever. And you just keep your mind on it and you keep the same pressure and it go, oh, yay, she's protesting now. Now I hold it and she's about ready to give. That was so perfect. And it gets faster and faster when she realizes you don't back down. You make a decision, you show her where to go, and then it's up to her to take her pressure off of herself. Because she's got to think now, what should I do? And then I just do a whole lot of praising of her when she does it. Good job. That was a good decision. And she's like, wow, I should make good decisions more often. Right? With Jeannie, I think in her previous training, she probably got managed a lot. Like people were always putting her where she needed to be and correcting her. And so she got lazy. It's like, well, they'll just escalate the ask and then I'll eventually have to do it. But yeah, this is very nicely done. If she's still a little too far back, do the same thing again. You just do this in steps. Show her where the next boundary is. Make it clear in your mind. Then put your hand out and just hold it at that spot until she comes. So we're going to play with this one just a little bit. And so you're just going to breathe and direct. It's like you're a director. It's like over here. Okay. And you just hold it again. And you're breathing. And you don't think anything other than her job is to, there, good girl. A little steps, good. And you just keep that boundary. Don't let it up. There, good girl. And then just pause. That's all you had to do. Thank you. So do you see how this is another step in the mounting for
Yeah.
adjusting the horse? So you can play with this one with her bridle on the ground. Like you can stand there, and then you can actually put your hand out forward and then have a little bit of contact on that rope and just hold it there and then or on a rein and just hold it there till she comes up to that. And pretty soon, just like how good she's gotten with the walking, pretty soon just your hand going forward like that and she'll just walk to that space. And she'll get softer and softer because she goes, oh, that's what that means. Yeah, you did good, Miss Jeannie. Good job. All right. Is she in a spot now where you can get on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to, I don't know, have you been on her?
No, not in a long while. But I
Okay.
mean, I think it would be okay. The most that would
Um,
happen to me. Oh,
let's just start with just kind of laying over her back. That way you could slip off easy. Just like
yes.
kind of drape yourself over her back with your stomach on. And that way, if she's moves, then you're just going to slide off. There's no, um, and make sure you breathe, make your picture, breathe through, show her you're going to get on and lay across her and just lay in that spot and breathe with her once you get on there on your stomach. There we go. So kind of how I start my young horses. I'll just do this and just get them used to like me laying over her, feeling us breathe together. There, good. And it's okay if, yeah, there we go. So she's still, that's why I probably wouldn't swing a leg over yet. It's like, this will be your next step. It's just, can I lean over the top of you and we can just melt together and I can just breathe with you. Okay. And your job is to check and see, do you have any tension about it? And did she walk off because she stopped breathing or you did? So good. And just look in the direction you want her to go. There we go. And just do the same thing. And just breathing. And when she decides to kind of let go of the tension, you're just going to relax all your body and tell her, good job. So what we're doing now is we're working on the places where she has resistance before you get on and ride. Okay, because what she's showing you now is I still have resistance about moving forward or doing something. Okay, so we want to show her alternatives to being resistant. It's like you just follow the direction and then everything's soft. Yeah, there you go. And just hold it there. You got it. She's gonna give. Much as you can. Stay there no matter what she's doing, messing around. She's just saying, I need more direction. You're like, I'm showing you where it's going. And you're just gonna hold your horse. You're gonna hold yourself to the commitment of, I'm gonna have her come there. Good. And then a big give when she takes a step that way. Good job. Good job, Jeannie. That's all you had to do. this is what she's doing is really common in horses that have been managed a lot. That all their resistance comes up when you start doing this. It's like, oh, I need to protest about this, and oh, they get real dramatic about it. And it's like, no, just like follow the rein. And then you just stay out of all her drama. Your job is the more she protests is to go back and do your breathing and just like your picture's solid, the direction's solid, and it's not going to change. And when she gets there, you go, great job, and you relax. And she goes, huh, I'm the one that made all the drama about this. And this is really different than what people usually do is the horse doesn't come and then they get busy and they start creating drama in themselves. And the horse goes, that's funny. I'm going to make you work. And this way you go, I have a clear idea. I've given you direction. Now it's your job. And I'm not going to get involved in your drama. This is awesome. Okay. So you can, and I love how you're pausing in between. It's like give her time to think about it. And now give her another direction. Okay. And in your mind, you're going to go a few steps up, give her your hand direction, and then hold it. There we go. Good. She's going to do it. Hold it. Yay. And then relax. Good. Good girl. Once she gets there, just hold it and breathe. Hold it and breathe. Okay. I can't tell if she got to where she needs to be or not. I don't have a good angle.
Yeah, it's perfect there.
Okay, good. All right. So do you see what we're doing here is essentially we're tuning her up to when I make a picture, this is what to do. But what we have to do until she just follows the pictures is give her some direction. So you make your picture, then you put your hand out, give her direction, and then her job is going to be to follow. And pretty soon, you don't have to do anything but a picture. And she follows that. Or maybe a little bit of your hand, directing toward the direction you want to go. Good. Good. That was perfect, Miss Jeannie. Good job. And what you should feel like when you're doing that is I'm not correcting her. I'm not making a big deal. I'm just setting a boundary. This is actually boundaries too. Setting a new boundary for you. Walk into the boundary in softness. Good girl. There we go. All right. So if you're ready, you can do the same thing. You're going to breathe. You're going to make your picture. I'm breathing. Just take a moment with that little picture of yourself. You're laying over her. You're breathing with her, and it feels really good. It feels soft and good. Okay. And so this is as much for you as it is her, is learning how to stay in that softness. There we go. Okay. So we're going to we'll do it a couple more times here. There we go. See, that direction's easier now. Yeah. And you're becoming very clear about yeah, good girl. I'm so proud of you. You are doing so good. You are doing awesome. And you could ask her even before you get on, are you breathing? Are you here? Okay. It just feel like it's so natural and easy and you've got the flow and you're breathing. And it feels good to both of you. Like you're caressing her with now that you put your body on, it's like I'm now caressing you. It feels nice and soft and easy. Okay, good. Oops. And so I would probably, if I were you, and she starts walking forward, you can put a boundary on that one, like
Okay.
having that inside rein, and you can kind of just, don't hesitate to say whoa or something like that. You can use voice is very good for this. Say whoa, and now the boundary is behind you, right? Because she left the boundary space. And so you can hold the rein until she comes back to that space so that she doesn't walk. Remember how we did that with the walking? So she couldn't walk just around you. You may take that outside rein and check it because that's the one where she wants to move forward. You may say whoa and then check that outside rein. That'll keep her straight and not going around the mounting block. That's probably what I would do. And just see if you can catch it the moment she starts to take a step forward, and then your outside hand will close around that outside rein and just hold it and just say easy or check it. Okay, and then same thing, just hold it at that spot. And then good. I think there we go. Good. And breathing. And we're going to let her, she's a little nervous on this. We're just going to breathe with her and just feel yourself melt in her and breathe with her. Good. And tell her what a good girl she is. What a good girl. I feel like she stopped breathing a little bit. There we go. Good girl. Good job. And just feel yourself melt into your horse in the most caressing, loving way. That's a good girl, Jeannie. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Oh, it's lovely. And yeah, there's a little bit of anxiety in her about this. And it's like before I swung my leg all the way over, I'd want to have her feel like she really feels like, oh, this is good. Oh, good job. Okay, let's go ahead and then just kind of casually get off and then just walk around for a little bit when you're ready. And what you're doing is showing her just because I did that doesn't mean I do the next thing. We want her to feel like, oh, whatever we do together, I can just relax and melt into it. That's awesome. How did you feel?
Yeah, it's good to break down the steps actually.
Yeah. And I think for you, it's like don't not to let her walk around, and just walk off, but just check it with that outside rein. Whatever you did was perfect because she didn't do the walking off.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not a correction, it's just another boundary. Yeah. Oops, I filled the boundary. I didn't get in trouble for anything, but I have some direction. Lovely. There we go, Jeannie. Good girl. I can't tell you how proud I am of you guys because I know where she was before and how nervous she was, and you have done excellent. This is just lovely. She still has a little bit that comes up like that for a
Yeah.
second, but you just breathe. There we go. She let it go. Good job. And so, do you see how I said breathe? And she stopped doing that and then started licking and chewing. So, those are how you plug in one of those questions or the things that we've done. Are your pieces connected? Are you breathe? Good girl. And I'm almost tempted to say, let's end it here. Whoops. Let's end it here because this is going to be her last memory of today. It's like, oh, I did the mounting. It was great. I stayed relaxed. This is perfect. We're setting the stage for we start out, we get relaxation, we stay as relaxed all during it, and then we end when we're relaxed. And this is building the bond even stronger. She had to do some things. You set some boundaries. She learned about that. Good girl. I would say you're doing excellent. Keep doing that and work on the thing of like showing her the direction and where to go to with the rain.
Yeah.
And then you just get out of the, once you've given the direction, then you just go to your breathing and wait. And you don't have to like jerk on them or anything. And pretty soon she's going to be so fast where you just think, I'd like you to come up there. And your hand starts to do it. And she's already at the spot. I'm like, yay, yay. And that's teaching her to connect and listen to you. So it also teaches you to be very clear about what you want your horse to do. So any questions?
No, that was really helpful with the kind of setting the boundaries with the mountain block. That's where I'd got the stuff. So
Yeah. And then just remember, like for me, when I'm working with a horse, most of the time I'm in that kind of just flowy. It's kind of like neutral, but just a little feeling of flowing and not really full on joy, but just like ease. Maybe I would call it ease.
yeah,
Going with the flow. Okay. And you just check yourself that you don't get anxious about anything or you don't stop breathing. So that's your job. Is when she moves off or she does something, check for yourself first. Did I stop breathing?
and
But
if when she was moving off there from the mental block, like I kind of got off her back again. Is that the best thing to do if I can't like hold the boundary just to get off and then sort of start again?
you can. It depends on if you can catch that. Now
Yeah.
using that outside rein to catch her before she can start moving off would
Okay.
be the
Yeah.
best thing. If she does move off too much and you can't recover from it and get her back to that place you were starting, then yeah, just abandon the mission and go try again. But we kind of want to not have her do that too often. Oh, good girl. Look at that. Um, we want to kind of not get her into a pattern where, oh, I could just walk off.
Mhm.
Okay. So I try not to be like, I try to just go, oh, listen to these outside rein. You can do the outside rein thing too, just walking beside her, and you can reach over the top of her neck and just have her like say whoa, and then close your hand on the outside and
Yeah.
have her get used to that one, that's the cue. I say whoa, and then you feel that boundary on the like you can't go forward anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
practice both of those, the leading forward with the rein and then that back one on the ground. And then you've got them when you get up there on the mounting block, and you should be able to keep her from, taking off and running around. You'll just say, whoa, and then use that outside rein. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
perfect. And we can't ask for better than how did you end this session? She's squared up. She's on point. She's super relaxed. This is awesome. We're breaking things down for her so she can understand what's expected and she doesn't have to get nervous. Because whoever trained her first, they went too fast and she got really confused. And then she started getting nervous. Okay. So it's almost like we're starting her over like we would a young horse and
Yeah.
really explaining each step she has to understand. Good girl. All right. This has made my day. I hope I'm just so proud of you. This is so good. So keep practicing. Let me know if any questions come up, and then just contact me like usual when you're you think you're ready to go the next step.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And you take care.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Bye.